So thank you very much, Adriana Bragueta, for your explanation. I would like just to present some final remarks and then open the floor to questions. As a practitioner, I'm also very interested in this issue, of course. And when Professor Damiani invited me to be part of this panel, I was just wondering, because we are discussing here the future. So is it that we are foreseeing here the future, or is the future already a reality and we have to deal with the reality? In my opinion, I think we are moving towards an e-universe. And we can't be afraid of this change. We can't be afraid of e-universe. We have, instead of being afraid, understand how it can work and how it can work in our favor. So there are obviously many challenges when you're talking about international dispute resolution, particularly international arbitration. And among these challenges, including technology and how can we use technology in our favor, it's obviously fantastic. And I think we have an opportunity to discuss it here. And I have to already say I totally agree with the views that Adriana presented for us, because I don't see a blockchain as a tool to change how we construe the arguments as a lawyer. But I see challenges in terms of procedures and how can we have a safer environment for arbitration, particularly considering all the aspects that we usually discuss, like corruption or production of evidence. If you really think about it, to use blockchain, we still need collaboration. And this is obviously the main point about having an arbitration clause in an agreement, right? If you don't have collaboration, it won't work. And to use blockchain, we also need this kind of collaboration. So whenever we talk about blockchain, the basic concept talks about mass collaboration. But we have to understand, as potential practitioners here, that if you don't stimulate this collaboration among the parties, it's not going to work. There is a quoting from The Economist that I like a lot to describe blockchain. It says blockchain is actually a great chain of being sure about things. So if that's true, because we can have some trust in the information that is in the ledger, that means we can use blockchain in our favor to construe new procedures, like production of evidence. We can perhaps rely on the production of evidence in a more dynamic way in the future, whenever we can, through in a smart contract, start to invite potential witnesses to a case, and they can present the information which is already in the ledger, in their ledger, to a specific case. That could avoid, for instance, any discussion on the trustworthiness of the system, or even on potential corruption of some witnesses. So just a few remarks for us to understand that blockchain can really help us in the future, and we can't be afraid of using it and understand it a bit better, using new technologies as December that Alexander presented us, and seeing that we are already facing some new features and we have to use them in a wise way, like these smart contracts. And I think if we have this blockchain used as a working pattern, we are probably going to get another challenge to defy on international arbitration. Just a few remarks for our consideration, and I will open the floor for questions. Thank you.